bouncy chair.
First of all, Coach, if you could just introduce the two players next to you.
My name is Alex Rodriguez, Pomona-Pitzer water polo. Next to me is team captain Nico Perna, to defender, senior, and our goalie Greg Moore, junior.
And just start with an opening statement just about the way the game went and just how competitive it was.
Yes, I think we haven't been at the D3 men's championship in a couple of years, and I think first, thank you USA Water Polo for hosting. This is my 21st year. I am really excited about what D3 is trying to do, what USA Water Polo is trying to do with our championship. I'm super excited for the athletes and their ability to have an experience. Unfortunately, our experience the last couple of years before that tournament wasn't what I want for my athletes. We really pride ourselves at Pomona-Pitzer to make sure we have a great experience and have memorable moments. I thought MIT, I really had some sleepless nights against MIT. They are very well coached, some great talented players. I don't overlook anybody at all, and they did not disappoint. I'm glad my players were able to come out and perform. I thought Greg did phenomenal in the cage. He's kind of a game changer for us in regards to erasing some of our mistakes. And then Nico's gone through a lot of adversity this year, and I'm glad he came out and put some goals away. He's normally our defensive kind of stopper, and it was nice to see him perform.
I guess you were able to get a little bit of separation at the end of the half. It was kind of like back and forth, and we could go either way. And then I think it was a 3-goal lead going into halftime. Defensively, like how big is that for you to just have a lead and know if you can just get stops the rest of the way that you're kind of in control?
Yeah, I think it's nice to go into a half with a little bit of a lead, but at the end of the day, like it's really easy for a lead like that to switch. And like one of the things that we pride ourselves on is like making sure that we make the defensive stops first before we go into our offense. And that's kind of the big things that Greg and I try and do is make sure we can make those stops, and our offense can take care of the ball. We need to make sure our defense can take care of the ball, and so we can grow that lead a little bit more.
And then just as Coach mentioned, you're back on this stage again after a couple of year absence. Just how much has this been circled on your calendar all year, just getting back here? Now obviously there's the big one tomorrow, the rivalry game, but just getting back here again, how much does it mean to everybody in the program?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it means a lot for everyone here because none of us have been to a D3 championship, I don't think. None of the seniors have been. It's been a long 3-4 years for all these guys. So, obviously we think a lot about all of our game. Like I think early in the season we want to get a big upset. We want to beat D1, but then after that it's all SkyX, and we're just thinking about D3 championships, Sky championships, and we expect it to be here, and gonna take care of business.
And then I guess just the competitive nature of both semifinals were pretty close. Maybe in past years it's been sort of a Skyac all over again in the finals, but that's not as automatic anymore. Just how good of a showcase is it for the sport to have competitive semifinal round and it being more national?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, MIT is a great team. They have a lot of strong shooters, strong center, and Augustana, great, spectacular goalie. All these East teams are just getting so much better, and it's great for us. It's great for the sport. It's great to see it growing. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah. It's really nice to see just the overall sport growing. I mean, growing up, it was always touted as being a small sport, and I think it's it's nice to see other people coming around, especially from East Coast, West Coast schools. You have people coming over internationally to play water polo in the States, and I think that it overall grows the sport, especially since it's a small sport in the U.S. And honestly, it's probably going to grow most at the Division III level. So I really appreciate what's been going on here.
And maybe you can follow up on that too, as somebody who's been around the sport for a while, just how good this competitive semifinal makes a showcase for the sport.
No, 100%. I mean, I think we went out east to play D3 schools, and we had a probably too close to comfort game against Johns Hopkins, and then MIT, and then MIT obviously did a great job playing against Brown. So I think the scope, and I think it's all about coaching. Maybe I'm biased. It's all about coaching. I think the Augustana and MIT coaches are phenomenal on developing great athletes, And I would love to see, that's kind of like the legacy I want to leave now, is to see an NCAA funded Division III championship. That's kind of, I think, USA Water Polo's goal, and our goal in SCIAC is to see the sport grow and have like the same kind of participation that we see in other sports here. I think I love the SCIAC, I love Pomona-Pitzer and the Claremont colleges, and I see what the athletes get from swimming, from football. I want that for our athletes. That's why I'm so appreciative of what USA Water Polo has done here in regards to providing an experience and opportunity for these athletes.
And lastly, how much fun will tomorrow be? Just 2 rivals and full crowd. Just how much? And you probably been looking forward to a game like this all year. But how much?
It's an age-old rivalry game. It's going to be amazing. The crowds are going to be packed on both sides. It's going to have a ton of energy. Emotions are going to run high. For a lot of us, it's going to be our last time playing water polo, and everybody. It's the accumulation of everybody's seasons, and especially for it to be like a nice 6th Street rivalry game, it's going to be great. Like no matter what happens, preferably I'd like to win, but no matter what happens, it's going to be an amazing game full of great competition, and it's just gonna. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, I think honestly, most of all for me, I'm just really excited to play with all of us for like one last time this year, especially our seniors. I've been playing with Nico since age group. So I joined the sport late and moved to SoCal, and Nico was one of the first guys that I really met in age group. So I'm just really excited to spend one last game with Nico. End it off right, and then celebrate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.